right, hi everyone. Happy Music Money Monday. In today's episode, I am going to be talking about live performances. And I know you guys are thinking like, what is wrong with this girl? Why would she be talking about live performances? Doesn't she know that we are in a pandemic and we're probably not gonna be able to do a live performance ever again? Yes, I do know that that is precisely why I'm doing this video. One, because the process of submitting live performances is a process, and I know a lot of people have more time on their hands now, so it's good busy work for you guys. Also, I just want you guys to be hopeful. Like, yes, you may not be able to perform live within the next couple months or so, but you will be able to perform live again one day, and I just want you guys to be ready for that. So yeah. Also, I just want to say thank you guys because I hit 10,000 subscribers. Like, what? I hit 10,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago, and it's literally all thanks to all of you. So just thank you so much for rocking with me, guys. So much. Also, I am going to point out that I don't know how the quality of this video is going to turn out because I've moved 2 times within the past 3 months, so I'm not all set up and ready in the ways I need to be, but I wanted to put out a video for you guys. Yeah. But for now, let's get into it. All right, so live performances. A live performance can be any performance at a concert, or it could even be at a restaurant, it could be at a bar, just somewhere that you perform live. And a lot of people know and think that the money you get from a promoter is the money, all the money that you get, but you also get royalties. So this is because the venues that you perform at, or restaurants or bars that you perform at, they pay ASCAP or BMI or PROs, different PROs, a licensing fee to be able to have live performances at their venue, and that money should go to you because that's why they pay for it. So let me break this down now. ASCAP and BMI, they pay out the top 300 concerts, live performances quarterly. And if you are not in the top 300, then you can still submit your performances through BMI Live or ASCAP On Stage. These are their 2 live performance platforms, BMI Live, ASCAP On Stage. And you can submit any performance, big or small, and I really mean big or small, because regardless of the size of the venue or the amount of people that came, a live performance royalty payout is a lot higher than a streaming rate payout or a radio rate. Like, live performances, you'll actually get a nice payout. So any performance, big or small, submit it. I will throw out a disclaimer though, that if you performed at a bar or a restaurant, please ask them if they have an ASCAP or BMI license before submitting your performance information. And this is because while most of the big concert venues are licensed by BMI and ASCAP, not every restaurant or bar pays for a live music license. And if they don't have one, then BMI or ASCAP will basically come after them. And I don't think you would want to expose a venue that has let you perform there. So just check on that beforehand. And if they don't have it, then don't submit the performance. Okay, yes. Going back though, when you submit your performance through BMI Live or ASCAP On Stage, they're going to need the performance date, the performance time, the set list, and this set list includes any cover songs that you do, because even if you perform a cover song, then you're not gonna get in trouble for performing someone else's song. They just need to be paid those royalties, just like you need to be paid royalties for the songs that you create. So submit your set list, and then they're also gonna want some very simple venue information. It's really simple. It's really just so they know like what license, who's licensed to take the money out of, which restaurant, venue, bar, concert hall to take the money out of. Yes. Now, you will need to get paid. You will need direct deposit to get paid for live performances. I don't know why. It's just something that ASCAP and BMI require for live performances to be paid out, direct deposit. And also only performing songwriters can submit this information. So if you are a publisher, you cannot submit this information. If you are a non-performing songwriter or non-performing producer, you cannot submit this information either. It has to come from the performing songwriter's account. However, all of you will still be paid. So the producer will still be paid, the co-writers will still be paid, and the publishers will still be paid. It just needs to come from that account. Now, why am I bringing this up during a global pandemic? Well, it's because you can submit performances that you did before we went into quarantine. Yes, so ASCAP and BMI, they have the same submission deadline dates for this year, which I'll put somewhere on the screen or in the information description box below somewhere. There is a difference between them though. So ASCAP only allows a 3-month submission period, while BMI allows a 6-month submission period. So for example, the next submission deadline is June 30th, 2020. And for ASCAP members, you can submit any performances going back to January 1st, 2020. For BMI members, you can submit any performances going back to October 1st, 2019. So, and this is for US performances only. You can only submit US performances through BMI Live or ASCAP on stage. But if you perform somewhere outside of the US, then you have an even longer window, an even longer submission window. So for BMI, you can submit any non-US live performances that you have done within the past 3 years. 3 years, people, 3 years. And ASCAP allows you to submit any non-US live performances from the past 1 year, whole 1 year. So if you have performed outside of the US within the past 3 years, this is the perfect quarantine busy work for you. Just dig up that information, type in that data, submit it. Yes, and I highly suggest doing so because most of the time you'll get an even higher payout from a non-US live performance than a US live performance. That's just how it works out because the licensing rates and fees are different in non-US places. Yes. Now, you cannot submit non-US live performances through the BMI Live platform or the ASCAP on Stage platform. You cannot. For non-US live performances, for BMI, you will have to submit a foreign live performance notification form, which I'll put the link down there in the description box for you guys. And for ASCAP, you will log into your member account and go to Members Service Inquiry. And then you will click on Performance Claims, and then you will click on International Live Pop Performance Claim. That's a tongue twister. That was hard to say, but that's what you need to do if you want to submit non-US live performances to BMI or ASCAP. Now, if you are not a member of BMI or ASCAP, if you're a member of the PRO of your country outside of the US, they have their own systems and procedures as well. So just inquire into what they require for you to get paid for your live performances as well. That's about it. Yep, that's about it, guys. I just want to say thank you again for 10,000 subscribers. Like, I really do appreciate your guys' support so much, and I can't believe that I'm helping so many of you. So just thank you, for real. I really, 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 really appreciate it. I also hope that everyone is doing okay during this time. It is a very hard time, so if you're not doing okay, that's also fine. I have had a lot of really hard days during this time, a lot. You never know what people are going through, and trust me, I've been going through it. So it's okay. And I just hope that, you're being kind to one another. And I know that's corny and cliche, but for real, it is so important during this time to come together and be there for each other, and just be good to people. Be a good person and be good to people. Yes, but I would like to know what you guys have been doing. If you guys have been doing any cool or new things with your music during this time and new world that we live in, please drop it in the comment section below. I know I neglect a lot of my comments. I have lately because I had a lot going on, but I will be reading the ones in this video. I for real will, and I would love to see what you guys have been doing. I've gotten so much joy from watching some of the music and creations that have came out of quarantine. I am obsessed with watching Machine Gun Kelly, for real. Ooh, his stuff is so good during quarantine. So I would love to see more of you and what you guys are doing and creating. Let me know. That's about it again. Bye, guys.